There wasn't an explanation for the tech that she got. I think it was pretty obvious that stuff was brewing, right? When the officials don't get control of the ball game, when they allow that stuff to happen, and it's been happening all season long.
And then what did you make of Sophie Cunningham's flagrant foul on Jacy towards the end?
It was a flagrant foul.
Do you think it's like defending Caitlin or defending the team, or how do you view just how it all?
I view it as a flagrant foul.
This is what they called. Caitlin Clark, Marina Mabrey, Tina Charles were assessed with technical fouls on Tuesday. Caitlin, Marina, and Tina Charles. Technical fouls. That's it. Technical fouls. That's it. A non-basketball play getting shoved to the ground, and it's just a technical foul. Nobody gets ejected. Now from that, obviously tensions were so high.
Imagine being the face of the league, breaking records and pulling in millions of viewers, only to be intentionally targeted on the court. Leaked footage has just revealed an incident where Jacy Sheldon appears to knee Caitlin Clark in the groin during a heated game. And somehow, the refs missed it again. But that's not even the worst part. What happens when the league's biggest star is left unprotected? Let's break down exactly why this could destroy the WNBA's hard-earned progress. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel.
I started talking to the officials in the first quarter, and we knew this was going to happen. You could tell it was going to happen. So they got to get control of it. They got to be better. They got to be better.
Now let's watch this in slow motion. Here, Jacy Sheldon is guarding Caitlin, swipes her in the face. There's one. Going for the ball, swipes her in the eyeball. They took these referees, they were at the monitor, they looked at it for, I'm not even exaggerating, you guys, like 15 minutes. 15 minutes they are watching this play over and over. They are seeing who pushed who.
What do you think, again, in the second half allowed you all to create some distance there, and what can you build on going into that cup final?
I thought we were physical on defense. I think that's where we lacked in the first half. I think the first half we had moments where we're up 10, we're up 8, we're up 12.
Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. What if the league's brightest star isn't just being targeted, but the proof has been caught on camera? In the leaked footage, Jacy Sheldon's knee clearly connects with Caitlin Clark's groin during a scramble under the basket. The play happened right in front of the officials, but not a whistle, not even a glance. Fans were stunned, but the outrage wasn't just about this single play. For those who've been following closely, this feels less like an accident and more like a pattern. And Sheldon? She's no stranger to controversy when it comes to Clark. Who could forget the eye poke that went viral and cost Sheldon a $2,000 fine? Yet, somehow, that moment didn't lead to any other real penalties or changes in how these games are handled. And now, Caitlin Clark is paying the price. After taking that knee, she left the game in tears, visibly shaken. This isn't the first time she's had to deal with rough treatment this season either. Because of injuries piling up, Clark has already missed multiple games, something her team just can't afford. The frustration has even spilled off the court. Clark's brother caused a firestorm online when he tweeted about the officiating, only to delete it hours later. Meanwhile, Coach White has been vocal about his concerns for months, questioning why the league isn't doing more to protect its top players. Here's where this really stings. Look at how referees in other leagues treat their stars. In the NBA, they protect players like LeBron James from unnecessary physical play because they understand a star on the floor is key for the sport.
It's not just this game, it's been happening all season long. This is what happens, right? This is what happens. You've got competitive women who are the best in the world at what they do, right? And when you allow them to play physical and you allow these things to happen, they're going to compete.
Of course, Marina Mabrey is going to get ejected because that was unwarranted. She literally came out of nowhere and chucked Caitlin Clark. There should be a flagrant one, of course, on Jacy Sheldon.
Fouls that are actually happening on the floor, right? And consistently call the fouls that are actually happening on the floor.
We have now seen at this point in time, we've seen multiple eye pokes, right? We've had that happen not only with Jacy Sheldon, but also with Dejanay Carrington last season, and Dejanay Carrington has done it multiple times this season to other players.
Yet, in the WNBA, it seems like big names like Clark are left to fend for themselves. Fans feel it too. Watching their favorite player limp off the court over and over takes its toll on everyone involved. This footage isn't just a moment of bad judgment, it highlights a deeper issue. The WNBA's unwillingness to act is more than frustrating, it's dangerous. So where does the league go from here? Suddenly, the stakes couldn't feel higher. Caitlin Clark isn't just another player in the WNBA, she's the player. She's become the face of the league, the main attraction that gets millions of fans to tune in and pack arenas. Her debut pulled 2.1 million TV viewers, the highest-rated WNBA game since 2001. The hype is real, but it's not just about excitement. Her games bring in over 1 million viewers regularly, sometimes even climbing to 3.2 million. And when she hits the road, teams sell out stadiums, with attendance numbers doubling compared to other matchups. It's not an exaggeration to say she's the backbone of this league's recent success. But here's the problem. It all falls apart when she's out. Right now, her injuries are dragging down more than just her stats. Attendance at games drops by over 50% when Clark isn't playing, and TV ratings nosedive. Fans aren't rushing to watch when she's on the sidelines. To make matters worse, sponsors notice these numbers too. The WNBA just secured a $200 million media deal, and that kind of money doesn't flow without stars like Clark commanding attention. It wasn't always like this. Before Clark, the WNBA struggled to grab headlines or fill seats. Teams were barely pulling in crowds. The Indiana Fever averaged just 81,000 fans for their 2023 season. Financially, things looked bleak, with the league reportedly set to lose $40 million. Clark changed all of that. Suddenly, the WNBA is breaking attendance records and pulling in their largest crowds in decades. Those massive jumps in viewership came because she's electrifying on the court. But the league's success is riding on this one player, and if she's continuously targeted in games and injured, that progress could vanish. Other leagues know how vital their stars are. In the NBA, officials step in aggressively to keep players like LeBron safe. Suspensions are handed out for dangerous fouls, and referees don't hesitate to protect marquee names. Yet somehow, in the WNBA, players like Jacy Sheldon continue to deliver blows with minimal consequences. What happens if this keeps up? The worst-case scenario could unfold. Clark could decide the league isn't worth it, or injuries could derail her career entirely. If that happens, the WNBA could find itself right back where it started, struggling for relevance. The footage of Jacy Sheldon striking Caitlin Clark isn't just an isolated dirty play. It's the kind of moment that forces a league to reevaluate everything. Clark isn't just a breakout star. She's the reason the WNBA is finally reaching new heights. Without her on the court, viewership plummets, arenas empty, and the league's momentum screeches to a halt. On average, games without Clark lose nearly 2/3 of their audience. That's not just a dip, that's a crisis. If this situation isn't handled and Clark continues to face unchecked targeting, the WNBA risks losing both its brightest star and its promising future.